It's time for a full test, ride, and review on this 2022 Kawasaki Teryx S LE 4-seater. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode, everyone. I am Kerry Clark. So, here's my question for you. Do you think that the Teryx can handle 3 full-grown adults? Now I know what you're thinking, it's a 4-seater, it should be able to handle it, right? Well, I was only able to get 2 people besides myself to help me out with this test. So, we have myself, 6'3", 200 pounds. We also have my brother-in-law, Jonathan, also known as John. Henry, 5'9", weighing in at 235 pounds. Next we have the one and only, the original Greg, Summer Victoria.
I should have leveled with you up front. What do you mean? Jonesy wasn't just one of my boys. He was the best one that I had. In 2 weeks, that sucker learned to lift cup legs. He was good.
5'8", weighing in at 190 pounds. So that's a total of 625 pounds of manly man. Yes. Can it handle it? Well, there's only one way to find out. We need to drive it. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. For this test, we're headed out to the Mojave Desert again. But we're going to go out to Cuddyback. There's a dry lake bed I'd like to go out there and check out. And also, we're going to drive out to the Husky Memorial. So we're probably going to spend a total of 4.5 to 5 hours today driving this unit.
Yeah.
So the Teryx 4-seater is 42 pounds heavier than the 2-seater. And it has the same motor, same wheels and tires, same horsepower, everything. So with a combination of all of our weight and the heavier weight on this unit, I was kind of concerned on how it was going to do climbing these hills out here. So let's see what it does. So you can't really tell how steep this hill is just looking at it on camera, but it's pretty steep.
Oh yeah, we got a big view right here, man.
So did you feel it cutting out?
Yeah.
That's because you got to 50 miles an hour, and that's when the rev limiter kicks in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why it was cutting out on you.
Yeah. Okay, so it says cutting out, because I need to leave it right off the gas.
Yeah.
Man, was that fun. Now I gotta be honest with you guys, you're not gonna win any races on the Teryx. You can see the rev limiter kicked in right around 49, 50 miles an hour. But that's not what this unit is designed for. This is a sport utility, rec utility, so you can take your family out, have a good time on it, and with the S model having the better suspension, you're gonna be able to handle terrain that you can't handle on the base model. But I'm telling you, just flying up and down that lake bed was so much fun. And I gotta tell you something. The one thing I love about the Teryx is the stadium seating. So I'm the tallest out of all of us, and I spent more time riding in the back of the unit than I did in the front. And I was perfectly fine with that because I could see everything, I was comfortable, and once again, I can't tell you guys how good the seats are on the Teryx, the stock seats. And what I like is Kawasaki didn't skimp and put 2 junky seats in the back and 2 good ones in the front. But no, all 4 seats are great, and they are the most comfortable stock seats I've ever sat in on a side-by-side. So nice. The only thing that's bad about the Teryx is the powertrain runs through the middle of the unit. So when you're sitting in the back, you've got this huge, like, plastic hump that goes over. So, you know, I found times where I wanted to kind of move my leg around, and I just wish Kawasaki would put some type of some type of a hole or just something, some kind of indentation or something in there where you could put your foot. But basically what I did is I just took my foot and sat it up on top of that plastic console area there. But honestly, I never felt like I needed to get out and stand up because I was cramped or anything like that. Now, granted, we didn't ride a full 5 hours straight without stopping, but I never felt uncomfortable, I never felt cramped or like I needed to get out and stretch my legs. All right, we're not done yet, so let's head out to the Husky Memorial. We're gonna ride this thing some more and check out this Husky Memorial.
Yeah, look, turn around, Greg. Look at the view.
Okay guys, I'm going to give you a little history on the Husky Memorial. So it all started out in 1987 when the Desert Zebras Motorcycle Club wanted to commemorate desert racer Jim Erickson. So they brought his 1978 Husqvarna 390 dirt bike out to a remote site in the Mojave Desert. That's where we're headed right now. And they buried it up to his axles in concrete to serve as a memorial to him. Well, over time, other desert riders found the monument and began adding their own contributions to memorialize other riders. Typically, riding gear or motorcycle parts in the spirit of the original monument. Now, around 100 additional memorials have joined the original one, though the site is still known as the Husky Monument in reference to the original bike.
Wow. Oh yeah, 2020. guys. Some of the new. A lot of young guys. Look at that Husky out there in the middle.
That might be the one.
That might be the one, huh?
Yeah, I bet you it is. Right there. Huh. Desert Zebras. Ice House Game. Riverside, California. Husky Memorial Album. I don't know if there's albums in there. You can open it up, maybe. But check that out. Wow, look at this. Oh, so this is a motorcycle club right here, guys. Desert Zebras. Oh, this guy was important. Founding father of this. All right, let me clean.
Now, since the monument is on public land, there are often rumors or worries that the Bureau of Land Management will someday remove it. But listen to this. 2016, the BLM's California Desert District External Affairs Officer, Stephen Rozzo, told the LA Times that they have no plans to disrupt the monument as long as it involves no danger to the public or to the environment. So I think that's pretty neat. And what I really think is neat is no one has vandalized this area. It's been here for years. And so I think most of the people that come out here, they're riders, you know, they're motorcyclists, they're side-by-side riders, quads, whatever. They're dirt bike enthusiasts. So they respect this, and it's pretty neat. If you've never been to the Husky Memorial, this is something you guys should come out to the Mojave Desert and take a ride out here on your bikes and check it out.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah. So what'd you guys think about the ride overall today?
I had a blast. What I love about it is, I probably drove the thing. I don't know how many miles. I never hit the brakes because the engine braking. The minute you let up on the gas, it's sweet. So, and that's great in the sand because if you're in that sand and you have to slam on the brakes, you can lose control. And that's what's nice is just having an engine braking.
Yeah. So what'd you think about it, Jonathan?
That Kawasaki is actually pretty nice. The seats are very comfortable. The ride is very smooth. I mean, overall, it's a really, the experience was really nice.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, man, I'm surprised because I really thought that the back seats, you were just gonna get beat to death.
Yeah.
You know, but it turned out to be really comfortable. I mean, the only thing that I wish is it didn't have that bump in the back.
Right.
You know, where you could put your foot. If that wasn't there, I mean, it was just, you know, like you mentioned earlier, it was like with that rail holding onto the rail. It was like
that was my only, and it wasn't a big beef. Is riding in the passenger side, you've got that bar to hold on to, and then the deal down here, which is fine. But when you go in the back and you have that bar to hold, I mean, it feels like you're on a ride at Disneyland, and you feel really safe and comfortable. But I'm only 5'8", and whether I was driving, whether I was in the passenger side or whether I was in the back, it fit. I mean, like we didn't even move the steering wheel or anything when we switched from me and Carrie.
Yeah.
It still fit perfectly.
Yeah, it was.
So, and then I love how you sit up high, whether you're in the back seat or in the front, you sit up high, so you got a great vantage point, and then the front end, the nose just barely sticks out. So I really like that too.
Yeah, that was neat. So when you were driving it, Jonathan, what'd you think?
So it handles really well. I mean, it took the turns and everything. It was really good on the turning. The only thing I would like though is, I mean, I guess it is a side by side, but the steering wheel just being a little bit bigger, because I mean, for comfort, but also just having a larger circumference gives you a little bit more control.
Oh yeah.
The other thing too is I noticed the seat belts are a little shorter. It seems like if you have a wider girth, It might present.
Might present a little
Right,
bit
my-
Wider girth. I like that. That's good, John.
It might present an issue because yeah, those seatbelts don't have as much length as like if you would like in a car in a normal vehicle.
But I think overall, I mean, for a 4-seater, that small, you know, I just still can't
Yeah.
believe how comfortable it
Well,
was, you know.
I love just the looks. It looks great. Built well, handles well. And then another thing I really like is it's really easy to get in and out of,
Yeah.
whether you're in the front or the back seat.
Yeah. So if you had to sum it up in one word, what would come to your mind? Like on the unit, the Teryx. With one word, what would you think?
Comfort.
What about you, John?
Smooth.
Yeah. I think I'd say fun.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, I just think the thing was fun. Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, you're not going to win any races on the thing. You know, it's not built for that. But to just take your family out and just have a good time,
Right.
I mean, I think the thing was great.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the other thing we all agreed on was how comfortable the seats were. The
Yes.
seats were so, I mean, it never bottomed out. We were on. I mean, that was a long ride. Was it almost 4 hours?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we didn't even go through a quarter tank of gas.
Yeah.
Didn't even go through a quarter. None of us ever got uncomfortable to where we had to stop and
Right.
like get out and stretch our legs or nothing. So
Exactly. And so after now it wasn't 4 hours straight, obviously, but
Yeah.
my butt never got tired. You
Yeah.
know, and I've been in other side by sides where your butt will start to get tired, but not in this one.
Well, there you have it, guys. The 2022 Kawasaki Teryx S LE 4-seater. What an awesome side-by-side. We had so much fun testing this unit. Now listen to this. Kawasaki has launched a worldwide good times demo tour. If you've ever wanted to test drive any of the side-by-sides, street bikes, dirt bikes, now's your time to do so. Go on to Kawasaki's website. Also check your local dealers to see when they're coming to an area near you. I'm Kerry Clark for Outdoor Madness. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. And you know what? I'll see you somewhere in the great outdoors.